63035.
Blue 14. Oh, she's a stiff old plane this morning.
Powering back.
2G.
A little more. So we're not really flying anymore.
Between them, 10,300 hours logged in the air. Robert Riker, Air Force test pilot, 10,000 hours. Mark Miller, wildlife filmmaker, 300 hours. Two men, two very different worlds, one love. It's time to kick the tires, light the fires, and get this puppy in the air. They are the Air Dogs. It's been a long road for the Air Dogs. The summer's over, the logbook is nearly filled.
Rooster, where are you taking me?
Rooster has dragged Mark all over North America in search of experience and the ultimate in flying. They've managed to land on a moving RV, wrestled with a couple of Russians, raced Red Bull style, and racked up some hours in a couple of World War II workhorses. All have been challenging, all have been powered by propellers. Mark's just about ready to climb the Air Dog food chain. And Rooster? He's got the perfect idea.
I feel like I'm in an episode of Fargo. You gonna dump my body out here?
For 5 years, Rooster used to fly one of these, a Tutor Jet. He was part of North America's only 9-plane jet formation team, the Snowbirds. Somehow, Rooster's convinced his buddies they should give Mark a crack at a jet, and maybe a little form flying.
They know you're coming. Nobody left.
They don't let civvies just get into military jets.
No, it's not the norm, but I mean, it's not outside the bounds of reason either. I mean, they want to show people what they do, and, you know, you've got a reasonable level of experience, so it's not a real
Is it a little
showstopper.
test for them to see if they can train virtually anybody? If they can train me, they could train...
A monkey?
I probably shouldn't have even said it.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got introductions here. We have the guys from Air Dogs. I'd like to introduce you. In fact, you probably know Rooster, who flew with me on the Snowbirds a few years ago, and Mark here, we're going to ring him out a little bit and see if he's got the Snowbird material. So, welcome, guys.
The Canadian Air Force Snowbirds are considered one of the world's best demonstration teams.
Nice to meet you.
Their tight routines are often flown with several feet of wing overlap. If there's a place to learn how to fly jets and how to fly formation, it's here.
So you guys made a pilot out of Rooster. I got any hope?
But before Mark can do anything, he needs to do some prep on the ground. First off is learning to deal with G, the forces of gravity in fast-moving airplanes. So the boys are off to the big city for a little G sim training.
Oh, here we go. Getting shivers already.
Good morning. I'm John Thompson.
John, I'm Mark Miller.
Vital Science Officer.
Bobby Riker. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the Sustained High G course here in Toronto. And just want to take you down to the classroom.
I thought it would take a lot to get me back in here, but Mark has managed to negotiate a session for us in the High G trainer, which I'm very happy about. Not really.
This lab was key to developing much of the understanding and much of the equipment now used around the world to help pilots cope with high G conditions.
And when will I start to feel the G really coming on? Will I feel it at 2 and 3?
Yes. Because you must remember, 2 Gs is actually twice your body weight. So you're going to feel twice as heavy as you are sitting here right now. Okay. 3 Gs is 3 times, 4, 4, and so on.
If pilots don't handle G just right, they'll pass out.
Holy cow.
Training instructor Kim Mori may look a little strange, but he's showing the boys an important technique for surviving G.
Roughly a count of 1, 2.
To prevent blood from leaving their tiny air dog brains, the boys learn what's called the anti-G straining maneuver.
You got an idea of how it works? The timing was a little off, but I heard the exhale on the cap.
Just down the hall, the Centrifuge is basically a giant turntable. At one end is a cabin. Passengers ride inside, their vitals monitored closely. Rooster's drawn the short straw today, so he'll go first.
Well, the major risk that we're most concerned about is that the pilot will get insufficient blood flow to his brain and therefore pass out, losing control of the aircraft.
Okay, see you, brother. Close the hatch.
Okay, Rooster indicator is ready to go, and operator, are you ready?
3, 2, 1, launch.
Now, Rooster has a fair amount of high-G training in a jet and in the Centrifuge, so it's not a big surprise he's handling it like a pro, although a reluctant one.
The Gs are going to come on very fast, and you're going to be at 5 Gs before you know it.
The machine is cranked up to 5 Gs for 10 seconds.
2, out. 1.
Now, Rooster's doing this without a G suit, and doing it very well.
1,
And
2,
coming down.
out. Coming down.
Yeah, I get the ugly G award, but they don't do that anymore.
The Air Dogs have decided to sign up for a little fun in the Air Force Centrifuge.
It's like going to the dentist.
Rooster calls it the torture chamber.
All that being said, it's actually valuable training.
He's just completed a couple of runs of 5+ Gs without a G suit.
I was working rather hard on it.
Right.
About halfway through, I felt I had to work a little bit harder.
He's been here before, and he doesn't like being here again.
Rather catch javelins.
What do you want to do?
Mark eagerly signed up for the mission, part of his preparation to fly an Air Force jet in formation.
Great. Good luck. Just enjoy it.
Flight path. There's confidence in me here. Okay, have fun.
With Mark strapped in, the door closed, there's no turning back.
Ready to go?
1.4 G now.
Very interesting.
And 2G.
Copy 2G. And as soon as you get some visual impairment, that's when you start your AG assembly.
By doing the anti-G straining maneuver, Mark's keeping the blood from pooling at his feet as the Gs increase.
1, 2, out.
His first run is a gradual onset 5 Gs for 10 seconds.
Halfway.
1, 2.
Looks a little aged.
Coming down.
Keep straining, Mark. Keep straining.
Up next, they crank it up a notch.
He's really going to be working on the 5G one.
Same Gs, but for longer.
1.
Reload. Out. 1,
Top.
2.
More like what he might experience in a tight turn in a jet.
Out. 2. Looking good, Mark. Looking good.
And full stop initiated.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Well done.
Excellent.
Shaken but not rattled, Mark emerges with a new respect for G.
Good.
I get sea legs.
Good job.
Good job. It's going like this. Yeah, maybe you can hold on to that.
Give the autograph it. Good work, John.
He survived the Centrifuge without doing any redecorating.
Great work.
He's now ready to head off to jet flight school. It's almost -30 at 15 wing.
Nice. Look at that.
431 Squadron is home to the Snowbirds, one of 3 Air Force formation teams in North America. They are the largest team, the only one to fly 9 planes in formation. Our own Rooster used to fly lead solo with the Snowbirds and assigned Mark up for a weekend of training.
Outline, we're going to do some general aircraft handling, some aerobatics, and some landings. And of course, the whole theme here is we want to link this to Mark's previous flying experience. And really the only difference here is he's flying a jet, and it's going to be a little faster. Things will be happening a little faster.
The plane Mark will fly is the CT-114 Tutor. His instructor, Captain Ian James, will be in charge of keeping Mark from trading paint with the ground or with any other aircraft.
The biggest change for him, the biggest challenge is going to be the speed of this aircraft.
Speed brakes is an important control, and that's here.
After months of learning and training, Rooster thinks Mark's ready to move up to more complicated missions and a way more complicated aircraft.
Okay, just basic stuff. Throttles.
Throttles right here, okay?
Okay, do I have, yeah, I got one on this
We
side.
each have it's a training aircraft,
Okay.
right? So there's a duplicate set of controls on either side so that we could teach you. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
fat switches are usually important. Okay? Anytime you got to pull and move a switch, it usually does something that can kind of, you know, cause something to get you in trouble.
The Tutor has only one engine, so if there's an engine failure in the air, unlike all the other planes the Air Dogs have flown where you attempt to land, the rule here is
eject, eject, eject.
Mark and air-to-air cameraman Trevor Johnson need to be ready just in case they need to bail out.
If you can't perform the ground egress, to my satisfaction, I can recommend you not to go flying.
So the pressure's on. If Trev fails, there'll be no pictures of Mark's mission.
You got it? All right.
We're in trouble. Go.
If Mark fails, there'll be no mission. If there's a dream mission for Mark, this must be it.
I have no idea how we managed to talk our way into this one, but I tell you, this will be a tough one to ever top for us.
But now we're going out, we're doing jets, we're doing jet formation aerobatics.
Go.
Mark is just finishing up the last hurdle, the last thing that could stop him from flying, ejection seat training. He somehow managed to pass the ground egress test.
I mean, they don't want to put you in a situation you can't get out of because there's nobody up there to hold your hand.
You don't get a freebie here. You know, if you make a very bad mistake, you know, people could get hurt.
Pull up. As we get to about 60 degrees nose up, we're going to start.
Now, every step of the mission has been planned out in detail. Mark will fly for just over an hour with Captain Ian James, one of the top instructors in this aircraft.
We just want to get him comfortable in the aircraft, get him strapped in, get him used to the cockpit environment, get him used to what the aircraft feels like on his hands.
I'm feeling good. I mean, these guys have tried to make it as simple as possible, so you should be asking them how they feel.
Now, this first flight is all about basics.
All right, let's do it.
How to handle the jet, how to land, how to take off, and simply how to fly.
I think he'll catch on to the Tutor, no problem.
It's cold, but they say this is good. Cold, dense air, apparently the airplane performs better.
If Mark does well, Ian might let him try a few simple single aircraft aerobatics.
Have fun. This is going to be cool.
Yeah.
The good news here is that while Mark may be feeling a little overwhelmed, this is a training aircraft.
Both myself and Piggy spent, you know, 3 or 4 years teaching students how to fly this airplane. Some of them showed up here with 20 hours. So there's no reason why Mark couldn't, you know, come into the Tutor and fly it just the same as them, and he's got experience.
On paper, that sounds pretty good, but remember, Mark is an air dog.
Officer in the green harness, check yourself over.
Now, the Tutor may not be the fastest jet in the sky, but pilots love it. It's responsive, agile, a real sports car.
Good, good, good. Away we go.
Right up Mark's alley.
Speed right now, 150 knots?
250.
250 knots.
260 now.
We're going 260.
Yeah.
Captain Ian James wastes no time testing Mark.
So when you're ready, you can just take control.
15 minutes into the flight, he's got the left seat air dog pulling G's, pushing the jet.
85.
Second 62, call 5.
At the half-hour mark of the mission, Captain James is ready to start with the aerobatics.
Keep pulling. 3G. There's your G meter. Just keep pulling. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more.
But despite a demo, Mark's flying is a little too timid.
It's a little light on the G. We're going to go over the top, but let's see here. What do we got? 54 knots. So we're not really flying anymore. We're just kind of floating.
Yeah, so I stalled this airplane in the middle of the loop.
It's a high-speed stall. All you do is release back pressure.
Yeah.
It's a non-event. Working ready.
Next up for Mark is the wrap, an up-and-down flying maneuver that combines climbs, turns, and rolls, high and low speeds, along with G. This is the backbone of formation aerobatics.
Turning left. Just gentle.
Combining all of the inputs is very difficult. Mark gets himself into what's called a PIO, pilot-induced oscillation.
Ooh, you're whipping this thing around. The poor wingman. Just ease over for 1 second, I have control. You have control.
Ian helps to settle it down. Mark keeps on flying.
That's much better, Mark. Much better.
An hour into the flight, fuel's starting to run low. It's time to head back to base.
Second 62, call 5.
They're about 6 minutes out right now.
After another demo, Ian gives Mark a chance to land the airplane.
Yeah, a lot of people get in this plane and they think it'll fly just like a Cessna. It doesn't. We don't need to flare this aircraft. In fact, if you flare, you're going to balloon and go airborne again. So the hardest thing to learn on this aircraft for landing is just drive it onto the runway.
Straight in, runway 29 right field.
Not bad for a first-time air dog. Mark sticks it. It's his first landing in a jet.
Biggest thing is just let the airplane do most of the work for you.
Yeah. You know, I think that I once said, oh, it seems like a little sports car. Must be really fun to fly this thing. To you, I think I said that. And, you know, it's more like a 74 LTD. You know, you get Graham in the back and you don't want her to spill her coffee. That's what he was really drilling in my head. Smooth, smooth, smooth. That's fun. Thanks for getting me to this. No problem.
Now, Mark may be a long way from being a snowbird, but he's only a few hours away from his first formation flight. The Air Dogs are in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, one of the great NATO air training bases. It's also home of the Snowbirds, one of the world's finest precision formation teams.
Obviously, when you're in close formation, your primary focus is on the folks that are next to you so you don't hit them.
Rooster flew with the team for 5 years. He's called in a favor and somehow convinced the boys in red to teach Mark the basics.
The key here is just to fly smoothly.
I did it, and I didn't scare anybody.
Mark has just returned from his first mission, his first lesson in the Tutor Jet.
Came in there and touched her down a little solid, but...
You think I was on a little bit too hard?
So how did Mark do? Did you get some feedback from...
Well, I got a little bit of feedback, and I guess it sounds like the first trip was fairly enlightening for Mark.
But he was at times jerky in the aircraft. We had to remind him to keep things smooth.
Is he good to go on then? Are you guys? Is Piggy happy to throw a couple jets together and go out there and do some formation stuff?
Yes, he said at the end of it, he said he got the okay.
Conversely, turning right, you're dumping the stick a little bit and pulling a little
But Mark better not get too relaxed or too cocky. He's only had a basic lesson. The team's about to crank it up a notch.
Overall mission then is to get Mark up to a little formation.
Now, while Captain James is ready to give it a try, Mark isn't ready to make any promises. He knows flying in formation is very serious business.
But the deal we have is if I'm feeling I'm in over my head, I'm just going to say, you know what? That's beyond my pay grade, and they say that's cool. They have this thing they call smart risk, and it's all about knowing when to take risks and when not to. And you know what? I'm totally into that.
Summer 12, the wind's 310 at 9, cleared takeoff. Over at all. You want to try the takeoff? Sure. Okay, we'll talk you through it. You can release the brakes. Just ease back just ever so gently on the stick till you feel a bit of pressure. 120. A little more. A little more. There you go. Good. Gear up.
So with that, Mark's off for mission 2.
Good. Wow.
Flying formation with the Snowbirds.
Right here at our 1 o'clock. Got him.
Now, flying formation is all about being smooth. The lead pilot can't do anything sudden, or the pilot on the wing won't be able to hold on.
But the biggest thing is just keep the wingtip on his nose.
Mark's job right now is to forget about the instruments in his aircraft and watch only the lead.
You have control. I have control. Yeah, he's giving you a nice smooth platform to fly off. Good, just get comfortable here.
This is hard.
He needs to find reference points on the wing and the nose. Basically keep those lined up like a gun sight.
You're starting to fall back, so add quite a bit of power here.
But being this close to another aircraft is something completely foreign to Mark.
You know, you're not used to this. Airplanes are to be avoided.
And he continually backs farther and farther away.
You're just a little wide, so just move it in just a hair.
Yeah, I think we all have that human nature, that survival instinct, and certainly being near another aircraft brings that out in us.
A little more power. There you go.
So Mark had a tendency to slowly back away from lead, and he'd back away and back away and back away, and soon we'd be quite a ways out of position.
A little tight here.
Yeah, a little tight.
Yeah, this is not good.
I have control.
You have control.
Mark, you're doing surprisingly well.
Ian will spend 35 minutes with Mark just working on straight and level formation drills.
Really, formation is just doing it and doing it and doing it.
Mark eventually gets in a bit tighter.
Just be a little more assertive with the power.
and his formations are starting to smooth out.
Rooster wasn't this good in formation, I don't think.
That's not true.
So Ian decides it's time to start making it a bit more complicated.
Okay, we'll start off with a gentle right-hand turn.
Just turning towards us.
Okay.
Bearing right.
So just a little bit of dump over, just a little bit.
Let's turn it into the dolphin show here.
I would like to get better at it. I felt a little bit of improvement as we flew it, but I would like to do better.
It's hard work, eh?
I can see how you guys get exhausted.
Yeah.
As the boys head back to base, Mark gets a few more minutes to work on his formation skills.
You know what? This is pretty darn good. You're flying 2 out in a turn and doing well at it. So we're 12 geared up.
Full flaps.
Another greaser coming up.
I hope so.
Good.
Add it all up, and Mark has just spent an unprecedented 2.5 hours in a Snowbird jet. Probably the most intense flying ever for our junior air dog.
He did real well. I mean, the guys actually are pretty impressed. And I'm pretty proud of his performance, to be honest.
I feel exhausted.
But the real question, does Mark have the potential to be a real Snowbird someday?
Absolutely. Mark has the potential. You know, all it takes is one call to the recruiting office. But, you know, even if pilot doesn't work out, there's over 100 careers in the Canadian Forces, all great and exciting choices.
Let's call the answer diplomatic.
I hate to admit this, but I actually have a bit of respect for you now.